Hi, I'm Robert Hall from the Port Phillip and Westernport Catchment Management Authority. The rural landscape south of Darraweit Guim is one of rolling plains and deeply incised waterways. It's a landscape whose primary purpose is agricultural production. Smaller properties are dotted across it. People live here because they are drawn to the beauty of the area. We've been talking to some local landholders who've been involved in similar programs to the new Deepening Connections project.
Well, this is fat lamb and veal calf production. It's really grazing country because of the style of the topography of it, the rocks, the type of grasses that grow here naturally.
I'm trying to manage the land sympathetically, so having horses but also caring for the land because it's an amazing landscape. The grass speaks to me, and I think the vista over the grass towards the mountains you can see forever.
The deep creek, the Konagaderra creek we also have frontage to. They are beautiful meandering waterways that you can get lost there because you're doing work there and you look up, you've got wedge-tails circling above you. You got the big old kangaroos lying in the sun scratching their tummy. It's just a magic place.
In the two main creeks that intersect this area, Deep and Konagaderra, there are patches of remnant vegetation identified by the Victorian government as biodiversity hotspots. These support important native species such as growling grass frogs, Platypus and the swift parrot, to name just a few. A new project called Deepening Connections, led by the Port Phillip and Westernport CMA, is coordinating contractors to undertake weed and rabbit control to protect the habitat that supports these species. Funding has been made available for weed and rabbit control as this is considered to provide the best bang for buck for biodiversity protection.
You can't ever afford to take your eye off the ball with the weeds. In some ways, the battle that we face with serrated tussock, it feels like it's a losing battle sometimes because there isn't a unified approach to it. There's a policing approach to it rather than a funding approach to it.
Probably one of the biggest challenges was our lack of knowledge, coming from the city and really not knowing what we're doing. So we've been on an incredible learning curve and lots of things I guess there's been a bit of trial and error. We've done some things well and we've failed at some things too.
It's a lot of hard work and you need to have a network of people so that when you've got questions, when you need help, you can get in touch with people because you obviously don't know everything when you come and you never know everything. And much to my amazement, being a business person from the inner city, I was able to develop that network very quickly because pretty much people who are up here, they also care about the land.
Do you need assistance or specialist advice about weed or rabbit control, waterway fencing, or training about the same? The Deepening Connections project may be able to include your property in its coordinated weed and rabbit control program. Contact me, Robert Hall, at the CMA for more information.